Hello, I'm Sean. Welcome to the first episode of the Buttercast. Why the fuck is it called the Buttercast? Because, no, that's the name of my YouTube channel. I don't know what I'll be posting on there. Don't ask. It's been in the running for what feels like 30 years. I wanted to do something on the side, make a hobby out of putting my shit on the internet, other than typing random useless comments on random useless videos. So I thought, hey, why not just start talking and talking? What I'm aiming for is to make some people go, ha, that was a good one. If I can do that, then I feel like I will have achieved something with this. This is something I've been working forward to for many years now. I'm only 21, but since I was 16, I was like, man, it would be so cool to get up there on stage and be a stand-up comedian. That has always been my dream. It still is. Will never not be my dream. But I feel like I want to start small. I want to start out with something that could take off. And in the meantime, enjoy that something. Excuse me. It's important to me. And it's also just something to pass time in my free time. It's very therapeutic so far. I've done about 3 different takes of this already. I'll probably just stick with this one, no matter what. I really love the idea of getting up there and just making people laugh, getting out there and making people laugh. There is dark shit going on all around, everywhere, and it's not a fun time for a lot of people. A lot of people go through a lot of shit. So what I want to do with anything that I post on my platforms in the future, if someone finds this, is just have fun and kind of forget about all that shit for the meantime. Now, not to say I won't talk about something that's current, but usually I try to stay out of it myself, so I will never get political. It's just not something that seems good for anybody. Usually splits your audience. Usually just pisses one side off, and then the other side's like, oh shit, this guy's fucking lit. He's fucking woke. I guarantee you, I'm probably not that guy. But anyway, so yeah, welcome to the first episode of this podcast. I'm calling it the Buttercast. Has nothing to do with the food product butter, even though I do enjoy putting lots of butter in my food. This is gonna be something that's mostly unedited. I'm gonna try to figure out some of this shit because I've never done anything like this. Do some research and stuff, but I hope someone tries to find some enjoyment out of this. I enjoy it so far. It's pretty fun. It's kind of awkward because I've never done anything like it, but whatever. So yeah, a little bit about myself. At the moment, I'm living with a friend in a very small room, with my 2 rabbits, Bonnie, and the unnamed one that she unexpectedly had on me. She fucking had kids out of nowhere and was just like, boom, here we go. I woke up one morning and she was like, what the fuck are these things? I was like, I don't know, dude, he made them. So that was cool. But I only have 2 of them. The rest didn't make it. I tried to do my best with it. I've never raised baby rabbits, but unfortunately they passed away. But hey, the 2 amigos are down here freaking out. So if you hear any chit chatter in the background, it's either 2 rabbits or one of my mini roommates, as I call them. So yeah, that's a little bit about myself. There's a lot more, which I'll probably go into full fucking detail on these with this. But basically, I work at Walmart. That is like my main life thing at the moment. I like it. I don't love it. It's something to do. Gives me money, so I can do this shit. on the side, and hopefully eventually make a living out of this. That'd be great. But right now I'm gonna look to small dreams. What do I want to do with my life? Fuck, that's a heavy-handed question. I don't know. I think about that stuff all the time. What do I want to do in 5 years? What do I want to do in 10 years? It's something that I never know what the fuck I'm gonna do about. I could be a fucking astronaut for all I know. I literally have never had a plan. I've gone to school for several different things. I hated all of it and don't want to stick with those. And I realized something. I was like, why don't I just go for what I thought was the coolest thing during my childhood? And it's still the coolest thing to me. I'm trying to make people laugh. Stand-up comedy has always made me, it's always piqued an interest in me, sparked something in me, I guess. Not to say I'm a joke writer. I have the utmost respect for those people that do. But I have some weird, dumbass thoughts in my head. That's just like, whoa, maybe if I told people about this, they'd be like, yo, that's fucked up, but that's awesome, and start laughing. That's kind of my thought process. I don't know if that's how comedians go about it, but yeah. I've taken an interest in computers recently. I'm trying to learn how to build them. And all my friends that have computers are like, oh, you'll just learn over time as you do it. I'm like, dude, you had me put together a fucking $1,000 piece of equipment, and I have no idea how it works. What are these things? Like I know some parts, obviously, like the obvious parts, like the processor. I know what my motherboard is. I know all that, but like, I don't know what's better than what the next thing is. And I really want to build up to like having a beast-ass computer and all that. That's like my dream to do. Just seems like a cool thing to do. But like I said, I have no idea how to accomplish that. And my friends are like, oh, you'll just learn. Dude, fucking tell me. What is the secret? But back to some other things. Back to my living situation. I live with a group of people. I won't share any names at the moment. They're very nice. They welcomed me in with a very cheap rent, so I live with them in the same house as them. So I try to stay quiet. I live right next to one of them, so I never know when he's awake, and I don't like to bother people. But yeah, no, it's great. I like living here. I will eventually get my own place and be able to be retardedly loud, as I usually am, but that's just not gonna happen right now. Trying to think what else I could talk about with that. I don't think I've really missed anything. I guess some backstory on me. I grew up on a dairy farm, which is becoming more and more rare to hear. I'll tell people that and they'll be like, what the fuck is a cow? Not really, but people look at me like, a fucking dairy farm? Would you milk goats? Like, you don't really see as many cows as you used to. I mean, I'm from the Midwest. I mean, you see more cows here than you do anywhere fucking else, I would imagine. I've never been out to California or anything like that, but I've been to other states, and I'm like, there's no cows. Where are your cows? But that's where I grew up, and it was a great experience. I think every kid that can grow up near a farm or around animals, I think they should. It builds a lot of character in what you want to do. It teaches you how much work goes into certain things that you wouldn't even think about living in like the suburbs. You know, that fucking tomato you pick up from the grocery store? Someone planted that. Someone cultivated that. Someone had to go through and do all that shit. And it's like, you know, think about it. And that goes into everything. And really changed my perspective on life. When it comes to, like, any material product, I'm like, oh, shit, this fucking Hardee's cup was molded in a factory. Fucking some guy had to harvest those resources to make that. It's like, whoa. You don't really think about those things, but they do happen. And it's a fact of life, I guess. Yeah, I had no plan going into this. This was something that I was just like, fuck it, let's jump right in, because I've been talking about doing it. I feel like if I just nutted up and said let's go out there and do it, it just would have taken off way faster. I guess you gotta take that chance sometimes. But this is the first episode, and what I hope becomes a cool thing. There will be more to come, and they will be more planned out than this, and they will be a lot longer than this. I just wanted to introduce who the hell I am, what this is all about, and see what happens. I've been Sean. This has been the Buttercast, and thanks for tuning in. If you find this, leave a like. Let me know what happens. Thanks.